Now I'll tell you now that Mother Nature has decided to give me everything she can in the last 4 hours. We have had storms, we've had rain, we've had birds, we've had lights go out, and I'm using the window behind you as my main light source. Irony, I'm doing a thing about indoor lighting, and yet my lighting myself is quite interesting throughout. The more real I can be with you, showing you how real an environment can be, the better. And the more that we can just change the dynamics of that is the very crux of what I'm really into, creating moods in people with light. I'm going to go through a few tips and tricks about how to do your lighting at home with light sources that you already have. So a lot of lighting methodology takes back from our caveman days of why we used to feel energized and ready to go in daytime and then calm and relax into the evening with campfires. So all that methodology is now in today's world of doing lighting inside the room. Now the sky is the best light box we have. Why? Because it bounces all the light around us, bringing all the colours alive. Now ideally this would be the best work environment, but no, because on a sunny day, the sun is in our eyes and makes us feel really uncomfortable. But if I put an umbrella or somehow block the light source, maybe behind a building, we suddenly feel far more productive. When our eyes don't constantly need to readjust to light levels, we feel far more energized. Our energy goes to our brain rather than our eyes. Think of a camera. If you point it into a light source, it will suddenly change. That's what our eyes are doing constantly. Creating lighting for a work environment, light needs to be above eye level, emulating the sky. We want it bright, we want it motivating, and we want all the colours to pop. Hey, how do we do this? I hear you shout. We bounce off light off walls, we bounce light off ceilings, we create a bright, flat light, low contrast. We want the space around us to be illuminated, allowing full visibility of the room and keeping our brain activated and stimulated. Often people think that when we have a light source, we need to point it at ourselves. We don't. That again gives us high contrast. The more energy that we can give our brains, the better. Many windows as we can around us. Not only is it good for the brain to see outdoors and just experience the world, but also this is one of the best light sources we have. Okay, so there's 3 aspects that you need to think about. You need to think about brightness, temperature, and CRI. We're going to talk about temperature, which we know as Kelvin. Kelvin is all to do with temperature, not brightness. When we take him into the home environment, seeing this analogy where I've like got Kevin under my arm, like, come on, walk into this room. Not Kevin, Kelvin. The higher in the temperatures are stimulating the brain and all the things that are motivating you. Kelvin, as a flame, is 1,800. Outside, he's about 15 to 25,000. But in the work environment at home, we're looking around 3,000 Kelvin. You can either choose to dim light up and down, or you choose different kelvins to go in different rooms, and then all the red, orange, yellow vibes into the evening, which will then correspond with relaxation. The sun is setting in the sky. One of the main don'ts in this whole situation is using this light. This light above is purely to be able to find something in the room. Do not use it to relax in a space. Definitely don't want that to work on because you've got this solid light coming down on you, and you definitely don't want it to relax in because you've got this solid light down on you. Do you understand the reference? Solid. Now when I say cool white temperatures, I can almost hear you scream. I think that's squirm and scream. When I say this, I can imagine you thinking of a hospital hallway, you're walking down, you've got this bright light above you and you're just thinking, oh God, that's awful, why would I want that in my home? You're right, you don't want that in your home. But what you do want in your home is this sky analogy. Now this is where I tell you about CRI, Colour Rendering Index. It's got so thunderstormy in here. Now for reference, CRI is like getting a colour reference book from Pantone compared with getting a colour reference from your supermarket's own brand. Now just to be clear, the sun is the Pantone reference and the supermarket own brand is just is a light bulb. Sun, light bulb. Now we measure CRI by 100, the sun being 100 compared with your light bulb. If your light bulb is 90 CRI, it's good. Do not use fluorescence. I think they run about 60. Put the light bulb down. Wait for the thunder to finish. Now colour is only a rejected wavelength from the light source. For instance, if I put you into a room with no sunlight, only the colours that you'll see are the rejected colours from that light bulb. If that light bulb doesn't contain that wavelength, it is not going to reject it. Remember, we eat with our eyes. The very reason we have colour is to differentiate between good food and bad food, poisonous or edible. Now, there are some amazing lights on the market, which I highly recommend for you to purchase if you are working from home. You can either have what's called dim to warm, or you can get dynamic lighting. So therefore, through the day, it's nice and bright and stimulating for your brain, and then it will automatically reduce down to evening lighting to help soothe yourself into the evening mode. Okay, quick note on diffusion. We ideally always want our lights to be diffused in the home, unless we are particularly wanting some sort of dramatic look or some sort of enhancement to the area, which obviously you can play with, but ideally I'm just doing this for our mental health and our feeling of relaxed and secure in this time where we only have one space to differentiate. Thunderstorm has come, and now we're going to talk about evening light. We take everything down to eye level, we glow, we balance, we use warmer temperatures of light bulbs. Everything stems back to our caveman days. We want to create fires to create warmth and relaxation with safety. And we do this through the yellow and red tones. Remember, I'm giving you tips and tricks about what to do in the home, not stylizing a new restaurant or nightclub. If you do want that, then you can come to me directly. If you light someone above, cast a shadow down their face. It makes them look scary. You feel relaxed. If you cast the light upwards, it makes them look evil. Not what you want. The best way to glow light, a lampshade. Evenly distributes the light source. The less we look like Dracula, the better. Not only do we use eye level lighting for relaxation and warmth and safety and comfort, but we also use it to make someone glow and look attractive. A little nugget of information: if you create the perfect lighting within your relaxed setting and you're talking with someone and they look pretty good, you're going to feel pretty good. We reflect how we feel within one another. If you get the art of making people look good, they will feel good. The more that they feel good, the longer they will stay, the longer they will chat, the more money that they will spend. Obviously, restaurant analogy, bit weird if they're spending money in your home. Little handy trick, all your evening lights on one circuit. It's a faff of like, oh God, I've got to turn these lights on and off, and you're not going to do it, and you're going to revert back to this light, and I don't want you to revert back to that light. Oh, now it's thunderstorming. Okay, quick summary. We need our work environments to be bright, cool, white temperatures above eye level, ideally bouncing off walls and ceilings if we can. Good, high CRI. The better the CRI, the better our brain function. Evening time, we want everything to be brought down to eye level. We want warmth, we want relaxation, we want to glow. We want to glow people, making them feel good, and you feel good. We want to reduce all the blue wavelengths possible for the evening relaxation, otherwise our bodies will not unwind. Reference from first video. I know I've kind of skimmed over a lot of elements here, but hopefully you've got the basics of what you need to do or how you need to differentiate your space at home. Okay, episode 3 will be on the lighting for Zoom. This square, but Zoom of how to do it just with the light sources and the windows that you have. Hopefully Mother Nature will be on my side. I'll see you there. No, still said it very wrong. Let's just keep going with it until I get it correct. Ooh. Point your chandelier away from you. Your chandelier? Who has a chandelier on a thing like this? And is a colour light bulb. Colour light bulb? Just a f***ing light bulb. This is a terrible example. We bounce off the ceilings, that's a wall. Think about how great people look under a flame. Under a flame? Light them up! We'll go through diffuse fire, campfires. Fire and campfires. Did you not know that they were different? Eyes. I want eyes to be eye level. We want eyes to be eye level. Lighting. Point that chandelier away.